You're listening to the Normal Isn't Necessary podcast, brought to you in part by the Gumball Head Sobriety Society and generous listeners just like you. For the latest updates, check out the link in our bio. Checking out the link in the bio. It buys you a little bit of time. Hey guys, how's it going? It's Gumball Head with your live drive at 5-ish, an hour late. Hope everybody's doing well on my way home from work. It was another long day. These days are getting longer and longer, even though they feel like they're shorter and shorter. Can't get enough of that, love and feeling that you get from working extra unnecessary hours for an employer that sometimes just doesn't seem like they give two shits about you. Gloves are off at this point. We got about a week remaining right now of conversation, talk, and decision making, and it's tough to say things. Sometimes it's just one of those things. So good to see everybody. Jim just joined the studio. So did our co-host, Together Light. Good to see you guys. I hope everything's going well. Just invited Together Light up, but it's looking like he stalled long enough to just kind of make me wait. You're like my wife on a date night, man. So hope everybody's doing well. 6 p.m.-ish instead of 5 p.m.-ish. These are going to be live drive at 5s here very, very soon. No more ish. It's going to be 5:05 and we'll be going live. I'm looking forward to that day. So how you doing, Together Light? How's it going? You doing all right?
I'm good.
You out driving tonight?
I am not, but I am officially, I took the boys to the park.
Oh, cool.
So we were at the new Haverhill park, and we're just hanging out.
That's cool. Just sitting and chilling and not grilling.
Oh, yeah.
That's cool. That's so cool. I'm setting up my 10-minute timeout on my phone here for my screen. And bravo. Good to go. You know how hard it is to just kind of grit your teeth and tough it through it?
I'm going to be honest with you, man. I've never been a really good at that. And you know that as well as I do.
Yeah. I'm doing it. It's tough. It's fucking tough. Just Jim came in and left at the same time. See you, bye. Yeah, it's oh, snap. Dropped my phone. Let's see if we can fish it up with a headphone. Dropped it. It's gone. Oh, no. What are we going to do?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There we go. Back in action. Let's get this plugged back in. You still with me?
Yeah, I'm still here, dude.
All right. I missed the hole where I put my phone when I'm driving. And it slid right between my legs. Whoa. So, pushing through it, man. Trudging. Trying. Toughing it out. Not enjoying it. Keeping my nose to the grindstone, though. Keeping myself busy. Doing a lot of math lately. A lot of figuring out. Got my paycheck today. On the $465 short side. Seemed to be a trend lately. Oh man, we must have missed that one. We'll make sure to get it on the next check. So right now it's there's an awful lot of we'll get it on the next checks, and my math is mathing, and we're missing a lot.
It's a funny thing about math how that works.
Yeah, I today they were like, oh, sorry, we must have missed that. We'll make sure to get it on the next one. I was like, don't tell me that. Tell Harley Davidson that. They were like, what? I was like, my Harley payment. And they're like, what are you talking about? I was like, I'm late on my Harley payment now. Well, you should have planned your bills better. You should have paid me what I was owed. So, got my review this week. I got a 2.11 out of 3, which I don't understand. It's kind of like elementary school grading. You're either competent, not competent, or exceed expectations. There's 5 categories, 2 of which I exceeded expectations, and the rest I was competent in. Gave me an opportunity to write in there what my comments on things, and where my boss was really cool. My boss was super cool about stuff. She was like, he performs at a great, a very professional level. A lot of our residents have, said positive things about him. He goes above and beyond to make sure that the property is taken care of, takes care of the residents very well, is learning Spanish, doing this and that, giving me tons of props. And then there was one little area where she's like, yeah, he just decided to digitize the inventory one day, and it has definitely saved us money. And there were a couple of things that she had said in my review that were like praising me, and I'm like, okay, well, why didn't you exceed expectation on those things? So kind of a shit on my platter thing. But where they give you the opportunity to say something, I said, company does not seem to focus on growth potential as originally stated. Areas that need improvement on the company side of things is employees should not have to beg for training. Increase the training budget. She's like, oh, I wouldn't have put that in there. I was like, why? Shouldn't have to ask to go to these classes if these classes are part of our expectations. Not only that, but they can't afford to send the people to these classes, then they shouldn't be offering these classes. It's as simple as that. But what do I know? Just a fucking maintenance guy. So, sent my wife a photo of the sunset. I don't know if you're getting the sunset there too or not, but man, it's cool. Are you still with me?
Oh yeah, I'm still here.
All right.
I was contemplating on saying, you know how I feel when a company starts acting a certain type of way.
Oh yeah. No, I do. I'm just trying to get you in here so that I can get my map up. So where I normally get on the highway, it was backed up to all the way up to the road that I turn off of to get onto the highway. And then the secondary place that I turn on had like 5 cops blocking it off. So now I'm trying to figure out how to get home in a timely fashion so my wife can go do some batches tonight. I hope I didn't lose you. I'm trying here. I'm trying. Of course not. All right, there we go. Bueller. Are we still broken? Are we unbroken now?
Yeah, you're back. You're
All
back,
right.
dude.
Yeah, I was saying that where I normally turn to get onto the highway was blocked all the way up to the road that I turn off of to get onto the highway. And then my secondary course that I usually take, there was like 7 cop cars at the corner and had my turn road blocked off there as well. I'm trying to get home so Dre can go and run some batches tonight. But man, it's fucking dark, dude. I feel really bad when she goes out this late at night. But she needs to get out of the house too. So.
I feel that. Sometimes I personally don't like driving at night myself. So I get it. You just tried to kick me.
My boss just texted me Go home, enjoy your weekend. I left like 30 minutes. No, I left. Yeah, I guess it was 20 minutes ago. Already put gas in. I filled up the gas tank for my wife. Um, I didn't buy an energy drink. I didn't buy a pop. I didn't buy anything at the gas station except for gas. I don't ever do that. It's always an excuse to go inside and buy stuff. I didn't tell you I left an hour ago. I said I was getting ready to leave, and then I started throwing furniture in the dumpsters, and that took 30 minutes because somebody came out and helped me. One of the residents came out and helped me. I'm trying to get home. So I just, I was just talking about this a little while ago about still maintaining my integrity, and that's one of those big things. Um, you know, Together Light is not patient. Together Light does not like people. He does not like to, he's a different person than I am. Completely different person than I am. We see eye to eye on a lot of things, but we also see the value in ourselves. And here's one of those things. And this is where, am I still broken up? Here, let me turn off my.
No, you're good. You
Oh,
were
okay.
coming through smooth, my man.
All right. Here's one of the things about me, though. I am one of those types of people that I push and push and push until I get to the finish line. Once I hit that finish line, that's when I'll vomit. I won't let myself puke till I get there. And I've relinquished that control a lot. And we talk a lot about, integrity and about pride and about purpose and this and that. And, I've been working really hard at trying to just be that person. But here's the thing. I'm going to continue going hard until my last day. And then I'm going to be like, bye. We see you. Thanks for the good times. Thanks for the bad times.
You are so much nicer than me. You really are.
Dre's been saying that all day. She's like, you are just, you're way nicer than I am. And it's like, now, mind you, don't think that I haven't given any attitude or, been snotty or short lately. But here's the thing. When I sat down and was told how much, I just took off my headset because I got to plug my phone in. So forgive me because we're right at the original road rants now. Now we're actually sounding like a road rant episode, but they were like, do you realize how valuable you are to this company? And today I got the opportunity to say, oh, really? I am? And my boss was like, yes. I was like, that's great. Unfortunately, I don't feel that way. Hi, Jeffrey White. Thanks for coming in. I don't feel that way. My raise says otherwise. Oh, well, think about it. You're getting a discount on your rent. Should have been getting a discount for the last year. And when I asked for my late fees to be removed from my rent this week so that I could pay my rent, I was informed, no, your rent is prorated for half the month because you moved in on the 17th of November last year. So we're prorating you half your normal month's rent, and then we're giving you a discount on the second part of your rent. Okay. So in theory, shouldn't I be able to cancel my lease now, considering we're not into the new lease yet? I don't know. Oh yeah, they definitely are blowing smoke up my ass. Now here's the thing, Jeffrey. One of the things that I can say about corporate America is this. What they think is helping you doesn't always turn out to be assistance. It's not helping you, it's helping them. And the hard thing is the fact that the company that I work for and the position that I do, there's a very low retention rate, 44%. And someone had told me the other day, well, industry standard, that's above industry standard. It is? Why? Why is 44% a good number? Wouldn't you strive to be like 60 or 50% even or 70% to retain your employees? I was told recently that if you're 100% booked, you're 100% leased on your property, then your rent's too low. You're not competitive in the market. If you're 100% leased in your property, you're 100% guaranteed that you are going to get your mortgage paid. When I owned properties, when I was 100% leased, I was 100% happy because I didn't have to pull out of pocket for stuff. I didn't have to hope that someone would pay a security deposit to cover my negative equity on the property that I owned. Well, I don't, Jeffrey. I can't. I can argue that to an extent because of the fact that I work in apartment maintenance. So that's kind of one of those things that's really hard to agree with because it's going to be hard to replace somebody who does service work. But most other careers, I agree with you 100%. I agree with you 100%. Even in those, like in Indiana, there's a lot of mobile home or manufactured home builders there that build homes, and there's machines doing the shit now. But you can't send AI in to repair an outlet. Yeah, please do. Come on up, buddy.
Hey, man.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, it's incredible. I don't know. Just everything you're talking about right now. I'm from Indiana. I'm in London, Ontario, Canada right now.
Okay.
I had an opportunity to come here and I'm in a condo community getting ready to get this one sold before the bubble bursts.
What's
And
coming?
I'm doing some service work for tenants around here. I just went down to a gal that's ill. She's really ill, and I put a new faucet in for her. And she was like, "Well, what do I owe you?" And I'm like, "Nothing." It took me 20 minutes, and she was like, "Really?" And I'm like, "Yeah, yeah. Oh, it's all good." Um, and then I don't know. I guess it helps me feel better as a human being. Um, you brought up Indiana. I actually grew up right there in LaGrange County,
Okay.
and Elkhart County is the epicenter of manufactured housing,
Yep.
RV capital of the world,
So,
manufactured
yep.
housing.
Yeah.
And when I wasn't really the best student growing up, I could cry I had a little bit stacked against me, but I was smart.
Well,
And I had to get the fuck out of there, man. And 17, I signed up for the military, Air Force, and then they said, I ended up in special ops, and I was like, "Oh, where's my blue suit?"
Right.
And I got a sterilized BDU uniform, and that was a whole nother story. But anyway, I'm here in London, Ontario, all right, and it's a 15-minute city right before your fucking eyes,
Yeah.
and I am really counting the days down to get out of here, man. And we got this big cold snap coming, and it's like, ooh, Canada, right? Well, it's not that far north. It's really not. It's just across Lake Erie, you know. But it's going to get real cold here, and I'm trying to get to Newfoundland.
To where?
Newfoundland and through
Okay.
Labrador.
Okay.
Some cool shit up there, man.
Yep.
That corporate work, I was there too. I can just call it what it is. It's fucking evil.
Yeah, absolutely. Well,
And
I grew up in Michigan,
where at?
Kalamazoo.
You're the cat from Kalamazoo?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I got a tuxedo cat right next to me right now. I've been to Kalamazoo quite a few times. Where I grew up was 3 miles from the Michigan line, just south of Sturgis. So I know you know where that is.
I do. Yeah, I used to work in um, South Bend.
Yeah,
So I would drive from Kalamazoo to South Bend every day. I did that for a year and a half.
yeah. You're probably a Michigan fan though, aren't you?
No.
Not
No.
into sports.
No, definitely into sports. I'm a Florida State guy, and my wife's a big Ohio State fan. So,
FSU?
yeah.
I've been to FSU. I was stationed in Fort Walton Beach, Florida, in the Panhandle. That's the headquarters of Air Force Special Ops.
Oh, nice.
And it was a big spring break town. So getting out of LaGrange County is a young man and winding up down there, it was pretty freaking cool. I met a lot of girls from Florida State, sorority girls. Well, it was fun. But yeah, FSU is a good time. Um, I I used to be passionate about Notre Dame football because that's the that's the signal we got out of South Bend,
Yep.
an hour east, and so grew up watching Notre Dame football. But I'm not down with that program or that university at all anymore. I'm just done.
Well, U of M fell apart. Michigan State University fell apart. Notre Dame fell apart when the legends left. Florida
You know
State was
what's
the same
freaking
thing.
crazy, man? You know what's crazy to me is that Indiana, which has just been a basketball freaking college, I checked the other day and they're like ranked second in the nation. What the
Yeah.
hell?
Yeah. Yep.
And then I checked into that game and they were like, Maryland might have a chance. And 55-10.
Yep.
Yeah, everything changes, I suppose.
Yep. Well, that kind of ties into a little bit about what we're talking about. Like when I started my job, man, I was enthusiastic. I was excited. We're going to put you through training. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. 4 months in, they found out that, hey, this guy's going to stick around for a while. And then they were like, all right, well, we're going to just start promoting everybody because this guy's going to stick around. And, and I don't say anything bad about like my property because I love my property and I love working for my manager. But it's that corporate thing, man. This is going to be the first time I've ever left a job because of not because of my boss. I feel really bad for my boss when I leave. It's going to be tough for her.
Well, if you leave, do you leave? When you leave,
What's that?
do you have, well, is there something you're wanting to aspire to that is better
Well,
than what you're doing?
I've got an opportunity. I've got an opportunity to get to a desk and put my, my experience to work via knowledge instead of via doing. Um, I'm getting old, man. I'm 47, had back surgery. I'm fat. And I've been working for 40 years of my life, and I've put a lot of effort and time into other people, put a lot of effort, time into other communities, and I love what I do. I'll still be able to continue doing my handyman stuff on the side, but um, it's time for me to take my wisdom and apply it elsewhere. I'm still going to be helping people. I'll still be working in a capacity where I'll be able to, assist people at their darkest moments. But now it's just going to be behind a computer screen. My
Well, at 47, we call that putting in the grunt work, right?
Yep.
So you've got your knowledge, and when we talked about AI and all that, and you know what? It's false, man. It's false.
It is. It's artificial.
And the human component always finds the way
Yeah.
to get the job done.
Well, that's the big thing is this job is going to be telling a computer what to do, what to say, and what to charge.
Yeah,
But
and then when it doesn't work out, AI is just going to be given a freaking pass, and it'll do better next time. Maybe, I don't know. See, I don't buy into this crap. And one thing I would like to offer is, our financial system is in ruins. It's just propped up. AI. Do you remember .com, the craze back in 2000, 99, 2000? Do you remember what that did, along with what came just a few years later with the housing crisis? It's all speculation, man. And what they found out about .com and all that money was speculation and craze, and it was air. It really wasn't real. And remember that, the .com crash?
yeah,
Well, the guy, I can't remember his name. I'm sorry. He's just the most brilliant, in my opinion. He's never been wrong, and he's been analyzing Wall Street and our financial markets. And he said AI is the second coming of a .com bust because it's not real,
well,
and
that's
it's what's propped everything up right now.
well. What's scary is if you look at a lot of the historical things that are happening right now. Um, I mean, even look at things with similarities like ChatGPT. I've only recently started using ChatGPT, and I just use it for fun. It's like, hey, ChatGPT, roast me. But here's the scary thing: ChatGPT analyzes the information that's on your cell phone, and it will pinpoint things. Like I asked it today, who is my most texted person on my phone? And it gave me the top 5 most texted people on my phone, with my wife being somewhere in the 75,000 text messages sent between her number and mine over the course of the last 5 years. And I'm like,
I would tell you to stay off of all that, brother. It, I'm telling you, this is demonic, and it's harvesting your human intelligence. It's harvesting your thoughts. It's using all of this. Okay.
and that's why we do the podcast. We do the podcast
Yeah,
to get
because
that awareness to people.
well, hopefully we hear each other's voices in the frequency, and we know we're real.
Oh yeah. Well, and that's the big thing is as a podcast host, we do 3 different series on this podcast. I don't know if this is the first time you've tuned in or not, but we do the live drive at 5, which we're doing right now.
Yes, sir.
I drive home. Then we do the Get to Know You series where I actually talk to guests regularly. And then I do a road rant in the morning. It's just me complaining on my way to work. And the way I look at it is this. I guarantee you, with the 410 episodes that we've produced on the podcast, my voice has been analyzed over and over and over again, and it's probably been taken away and used as a, hi, this is Connie. I'm calling you about your life insurance policy. We'd like to talk to you. Please call me back at this number. You know, I'm sure that my voice is somewhere out there, and there's nothing I can do about
Your
it.
voice, your thoughts,
Yep, it's all out there.
anything you've ever looked into.
So if you've listened to some of our podcasts in the past, we've talked about these types of things and how like Facebook ruined friendships and relationships early on, and it continues to do
You
so.
mean fake book, right? Fake
Yeah.
book. I was one of the last people to join and got the hell out.
Well, 80% of the people on Facebook are out there trying to show everybody how happy they are. But you know,
Yeah,
a quick
exactly.
shit
Well,
post, doesn't prove your happiness. It doesn't prove your happiness because once you put the phone down, where does your happiness lie? What's your purpose? And that was a series that Together Light, my co-host, and I, we did a couple of weeks ago, is where is your purpose? What is your purpose in this world?
you ever
And
talk about sitcoms?
we have not
We'll look
particularly.
into why everybody tuned into Friends, because they didn't.
Well, think about it.
They didn't. They weren't making any right.
How old are you?
I got a decade on you, man.
Okay, so
57.
if you look at Roseanne,
I love her. I
did you
used
ever
to not like her at all.
did you ever
Now I
watch her
love her.
show?
I love her show. Are you kidding me? She is freaking. That is. I cannot believe how I used to just kind of despise her. But then she's unabashed explaining that she despises who she was back then too, and she is fucking brilliant.
How relatable is her show to the way you were raised? How relatable is Married with Children? How relatable is I mean, think about it. Even Happy
Well, I
Days.
thought Married and Children. I was in the military when Married with Children came out, and our buddy, we would always sit around and watch it. And Al Bundy was fucking hilarious, you know.
Yeah.
And then the whole thing.
But if you
And
look,
you know what's funny is the blonde, the daughter,
yeah,
Kelly.
yeah,
You know, I always thought she was a dirty blonde. I didn't really kind of like her, but she ended up being an incredible actress. And prayers for her. She's been dealing with a lot of health stuff. She's actually pretty super cool too. I think. I think she is.
yep. Well, Christina Applegate. You got John Goodman.
Christina Applegate. Yeah.
He's out there.
Yeah. She's not doing well, man. She's not.
A lot of the people from that time are not now. But you think about it: drugs, alcohol, mental health, community, society, social media. Look at Billie Eilish. She disappears all the time, and then she comes back stronger than ever. Taylor Swift would not be as popular as she is without social media.
Mm-hmm.
They're not putting out great music. They're just putting out great marketing. And that marketing is aimed towards the youth, and that marketing is reached out through the youth via social media outlets like TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. Instagram, I think, is going to come back. I thought that it was kind of like a toilet bowl app for a while, but I started using it and started liking it again. But I don't use it for a whole lot of anything other than to promote our content
So,
now.
do you
But
do music on this show then?
yeah, we do
Or
music.
talk about it?
Yep.
You know, I just had a conversation with my gal this afternoon about we love music, all kinds of music. And we have I've garnered a stockpile of old vinyl, and cassettes and DVDs, or well, CDs, because I'm afraid AI is just going to take over all of that. And if you want to hear anything that's real, you're going to have to reach for that.
You are, yes, absolutely. And the Human Genome Project, which we would know as Napster and then later on Spotify, actually created the algorithm for what is popular, what's hot, and what are people listening to. Tools stayed away from all of those apps because they were like, we don't want people to mainstream us. We want to be that dark band that nobody knows about. Rush did the same thing. Yes did the same thing. The Rolling Stones did the same thing. They reserved it. Metallica did the same thing when they ruffled the feathers with Napster. There's so many bands out there that were like, look, you're fucking us over because you're providing this opportunity for people to listen to our music, and we want them to buy the music and pay for the music so that they can appreciate the music. And looking back now versus the way I was 20 years ago, man, I was all over Napster. But then I realized that Napster was putting different things onto my computer that other people could see, and these different files and stuff like that, FLAC files and torrents and stuff like that. And it's like, oh, okay. Now we're very careful about what we do. The downside is I don't like listening to the radio very much, but I've turned back to the radio lately by apps, and I listen to WBY, the Bear 98.9 in Fort Wayne. So I listen to that every single day.
Yeah, that's where I just left after 20 years. I sold my house in Georgetown.
Okay. All right. Yeah, it's just, the radio still plays relevant music. It's not playing all this cheeseburger pepperoni stuff that they're playing on these other networks. And that's why, and not only that, but like our podcast, our Get to Know You series, we have a lot of indie bands, independent bands that are not promoted, less than 5,000 followers, because we believe in the music. Forge the Sun, one of our guests on our show, I promote the shit out of them on all my social media platforms because I believe in the band. Allie, she's a lead singer. They're a growly metal band, and I'm just so proud of these people because they're still putting in the love and the work that they do in the band. We're working with Saving Abel to do an interview with them. We're working with Dream Theater. I've interviewed
There you go.
All Systems Go. We've interviewed, just go back through. I mean, if you go to gumballhead.com, you can actually see our
I
Get to
met
Know You series.
I met several of the DJs from 98.9 The Bear.
Well, you've just met another one because I used to work there in 2000.
Well, then your voice sounded familiar.
Yep, I used to do Metal Music Mondays.
I had a small mortgage company there, and then I went to work for Steel Dynamics.
Oh,
Yeah,
right on. Well, I am
I
home.
did what I had to do. I had a hefty child support payment.
Well, that's no fun. That's no fun. We do have a couple of band interviews coming up this
Indiana
week.
will really put you behind the eight ball, man.
Indiana is not a for men's state. That's why I moved back to Michigan before I got divorced.
The hell, you are absolutely right. They raped me financially.
Yep. I moved to Michigan, and then 2 years later, I went through my first divorce. So we did the right thing there.
Yeah,
But
yeah. Well, you know what's interesting is I ended up here because I started a little thread for people that decided they didn't want to put something in their arm,
yep, you can say it on our show.
and that's how I wound up here.
Yeah.
And I called it Nowhere in Particular because all these threads were indicative of exactly where they were at in the world. And I didn't know where I was going to end up, so I just called it Nowhere in Particular. And man, I haven't even been in it a year, but I guess there's a whole bunch of people from all over the world. I turned it over to this Australian dude, and he's running the show.
It's the way to be, man. That grassroots
Yeah,
growth.
working behind the curtain kind of right now, I don't know.
Well, it's good to make those connections, man, and I'm glad that you came up. You're welcome on our show anytime. Um, You know, we
Yeah, I'm going to shut up, but I can already tell from what you said, you'll have some interesting topics.
oh we it's
So
never a
thank you
dull
so
moment
much,
here.
and God bless, brother.
Hey, likewise, man. I'm going to go ahead and follow you now. We are following you, and no, there's no need to shut up. We're glad that you came up here and used your voice. The voice is the most powerful thing in society these days, and it can be used for good and bad. And as long as we're using it for the right purposes, we're doing the right things. Together Lights in here moderating our podcast as he normally does, and we appreciate him. We appreciate everybody that's down there in the chat that stopped in. Rock Chosen One, thanks for coming in. You're a beautiful soul. Um, yeah, when you get an opportunity, man, Jeffrey, we have podcasts that range anywhere from 15 minutes up to 2 hours long. You could find our Get to Know You series on gumballhead.com. If you click at the top there, there's a link that takes you straight to the Get to Know You series. It's all the podcasts that we've recorded so far up to date. Most recently, we did the Justice for Otsego project, a small town in between Kalamazoo and Grand Rapids, talking to them about the groundwater contamination from a Superfund site, Plainwell Paper Mill. And we got involved with that because that is my hometown. We've also done many bands and many bands. We've also talked to special effects makeup artists. We've talked to people that are promoting for advocacy for workers' comp, um, Freemasons, financial advisors. Never a dull moment here on the Normal is Necessary podcast. Three different styles, as Kay Bolter down there in the chat says. We've got the Get to Know You series, we've got the Road Rant series, and we've got the Live Drive at 5-ish. And we produce all of our episodes for people that want to listen to something a little different. All of our episodes go immediately to the Internet Archives, so that they're on the web forever. And we're available after post-production on all your favorite streaming platforms. So if you're using iTunes, you're using Tidal or Spotify out there, you can find our podcast there. It's the Normal Isn't Necessary podcast, and it's brought to you by the Gumball Head Mental Health Network, as well as the Gumball Head Sobriety Society. We take pride in our sobriety, and we encourage those people that are new in recovery to join us in our quest to destigmatize sobriety. Even if we're in active usage, there's always an ear out there for people. So, and we remind all of our listeners to stay strong, stay focused, stay sober, much love. And as Together Light always says, stay safe out there, guys. We look forward to talking to everybody again real soon. Tune in this weekend. I think I have a podcast live recording tomorrow. And stay tuned. We got a lot of crazy shit happening. So, again, thank you to our new guest, our new follower, Jeffrey, and everybody else that's down in the chat. And we'll see you guys soon. Much love.